and gentlemen, as we have stated before, we are so glad to have you back here at the Voss Fieldhouse.
But please, make sure your mask is on at all times and properly worn over your nose and mouth throughout your visit here today. We thank you for ensuring a safe environment for our staff, the officials, the coaches, and of course the players. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the playing of our national anthem, please welcome the Holland American Legion Band Trumpet Section. Ladies and gentlemen, the Holland American Legion Band Trumpet Section.
Let's get one song, one song.
And your Hope College Flying Dutchman. Here tonight's starting lineups. First for the Britons at 1 forward, 6'4" senior from Lindsay, number 3, Justin McAfee. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'7" sophomore, starting at number 23, Jackson Albert. At 1 forward for the Britons, a 6'2" senior from College, Texas, number 10, MJ Barnes. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'4" junior from Lucas, number 24, Evan Thomas. Starting at center for the Britons, a 6'5" senior from Redford Township, number 2, Kevin Holmes. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'6" senior from Mundelein, Illinois, number 32, Jeff Vikas. At 1 guard for the Britons, a 6' junior from East Lansing, number 4, Jonathan Armstead Wilkerson. And at 1 guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'2" senior from Libertyville, Illinois, number 50, Josh Littlejohn. And at the top guard spot for the Britons, a 6' senior from Detroit, number 11, Cortez Garland. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'11" junior from Zealand, number 1, Albion College is coached by Jody May. Hope College is coached by Greg Mitchell. Your officials this evening, Shane Smith, Ben Hall, and Arnulfo Perez.
Good evening and welcome to a lively Voss Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College in Holland, Michigan for this Saturday MIAA showdown between the Britons of Albion College and the Hope College Flying Dutchman. I'll tell you what, folks, about 15 minutes before this game, this place was already buzzing with energy as two of the top teams in the MIAA face off tonight in DeVos here. So my name's Jordan George. I'll be calling the game and along for the ride with you on this Saturday. Taking a look at these two teams, Hope comes in as one of the hottest teams in Division III basketball. 6 straight wins for the Flying Dutchman, and there's an energy around this program right now that you can't really compare to the last couple of years. There's a lot of people very excited about Hope College basketball right now, especially after a big rivalry win over Calvin on Wednesday in Grand Rapids. Taking a look at the Albion College Brits, they're 6-7 overall, 2-1 in the conference. Hope sits alone in the MIAA right now in first place at 3-0, and Albion is in second place at 2-1, tied with a couple of other teams. Jeff Bicus with the pass from Josh Lilja. He finishes that easy 1 for 2. The senior Jeff Bicus gets Hope up to a 2-0 lead. Fast start offensively for the team in white. Armstead Wilkerson, he runs the point for the Britons. Albion's led by Cortez Garland, returning all MIAA player from last year. He averages 16.5 per game. MJ Barnes, hounded by Josh Lilja there in the left wing. That's Devin Holmes, who swings it over to Armstead Wilkerson. Tip away there by the Hope defense. Hope's defense has been the story here over this 6-game winning streak. Stifling defense in Grand Rapids on Wednesday against the Calvin Knights, and the best defensive half in Hope College history against Olivet just a week ago. So this is a Hope team that has really clamped down defensively over the last week and a half. Clayton Dykehouse on Cortez Garland. Garland, the All-MIAA returner from a year ago. Solid defensive trip here. Hope will have to end it. Maccabee with a fall away 15-footer, can't connect. Thomas boards and hits Clayton Dykehouse, who will run the break. Dykehouse swings to Thomas. Thomas, the top rebounder in the MIAA, as well as Hope's leading scorer on the season. Bicus, left wing, swings to Dykehouse. Thomas kicks. Dykehouse out to Halbert. Halbert, three-point specialist in the right corner. No. Couldn't hit that one. Albion will head the other way. Armstead Wilkerson swings over to Holmes, and then Garland operates. Nice pass there by Garland to Barnes. Barnes, easy 15-footer. MJ Barnes, the senior experienced player for the Britons. He's been kind of a mainstay in their lineup over the last few years. Thomas back to the basket. Kicks to Halbert. Halbert missed last trip on that corner three. It was a good look for the sophomore, though. That's the kind of look they want him taking. Thomas, right baseline. Yeah, that's Thomas's game right there. He's back iron on that one. Can't go. Rebound by Armstead Wilkerson. He kicks ahead. Barnes. Oh, easy look there for MJ Barnes. Hope's help side defense was non-existent. They grab an offensive rebound. Albion leads 4-2 early in this one. Dykehouse off the ball screen from Bicus. Hits Bicus in the lane. Gonna get a foul here on, it looks like Armstead Wilkerson defending Bicus. A solid look from Clayton Dykehouse. Historically, this is one of the MIAA's best basketball matchups. All-time series sits at 135 for Hope to 58 for Albion. Albion won the last one between these two schools last year in the MIAA tournament. 2 overtime game in Albion. How about Bicus, top of the key three? Jeff Bicus, if he can get going offensively, that'd be big for the Hope College offense. That gives Hope the lead, 5-4. About 2.5 minutes gone in this one. I think getting the crowd involved here is going to be big for Hope. Tip away there. Thomas is going to hit Dykehouse on the break. A little bit strong on the pass. Dykehouse in the corner. Thought about a three for a second. Thomas cutting. That one's intercepted by Armstead Wilkerson. He runs the break. 3-on-2 for the Brits. Nice move there by Garland. Oh, that's a heads-up play. Halbert took a charge there. Looked like Arnulfo Perez on this near side was getting ready. He was stepping ready to call that charge. The ref on the baseline is going to say that Halbert was inside the restricted area. Be intrigued to see a replay on that one to see if Halbert was actually in the restricted area. Nonetheless, heads-up play from the sophomore Halbert. Greg Mitchell questioning that one. As you see there on your screen, awesome do crew here on this Saturday. I think getting the crowd involved is going to be really important for this Hope team. Get out to a good offensive start. See if that do crew can blow the roof off this place here in DeVos on a Saturday. As I was saying, this is one of the best historical MIAA matchups. These teams have met nearly 200 times. Dykehouse will bring it up here against Cortez Garland. Over Lilja. Dykehouse, nice baseline drive. Yeah, there was contact there. Devin Holmes will get tagged with the foul as Dykehouse. He's really effective when he just catches it and goes. He has such a quick first step that he was able to get baseline there, and then he was either going to make that layup or get fouled, and it's a good offensive look for Hope.
It's not let it go, but you feel me? Straight up 2 hints.
Dykehouse shoots 81% from the free throw line on the season. Connects on that one. Dykehouse and Thomas were both pivotal in that Hope College win over Calvin on Wednesday. Dykehouse finished with 18 points. Evan Thomas had 25 in the victory. Definitely riding off some momentum as this Hope team right now. Dykehouse goes 2 for 2 for the line. His first 2 points of the evening. Here's Cortez Garland. Garland, like I said, averaging 16.5 per game. Definitely someone that Albion wants to get going early. That Dykehouse-Garland matchup will be fun to watch all night. Armstead Wilkerson swings over. That's a tough one there from MJ Barnes. He left that one short. Thomas boards. Catches a Bicus screen. And Lilja kicks to Halbert. Halbert with the shovel pass to Lilja. Lilja tips it out. Heads up play from the senior Josh Lilja. Dykehouse 15 on the shot clock for this Hope squad. Dykehouse kicks, Thomas, corner 3. Yes, Evan Thomas, count it. 10-7 Hope here early, 4 minutes gone. Evan Thomas connects, he has 3 points on the evening. You can just sense there's a little bit of extra juice in the building here today. First place Hope against second place Albion. Garland, left-hand dribble, stops at 17. He leaves that one short. Dykehouse going to run the break himself. No numbers for Dykehouse, but he'll go anyway. Goes strong to the basket, tipped away. Definitely some extra energy here in the building. I mean, Hope has their biggest rivalry against Calvin, obviously the rivalry, but if you ask Albion alums, Albion fans, they always circle games against Hope on the calendar for them. So Albion always gets fired up to come in here to DeVos and battle Hope. Eli Schoonveld has checked into the game. Schoonveld, pivotal player in that victory over Calvin on Wednesday, including a highlight reel baseline slam. Dykehouse 10 on the shot clock. He's top of the key. Ooh, nifty dribbling there from Dykehouse. How about that? Got into the lane. Oh, it fell off. Good drive there by Dykehouse. He found some extra space there in the lane. Yeah, they're going to get a travel here on Maccabee. Maccabee got a head full of steam and just kind of got caught off balance there in the paint. Hope defense, pretty solid start for the Flying Dutchman. 7 points allowed through the first 5 minutes against an Albion team that is used to scoring in the 70s. Albion scores 71 points per game. A few substitutes here for Albion as well. Hope's made a substitute, Noah Hedrick, sophomore from Indianapolis. Speaking of highlight reel dunks, if you caught the game on Wednesday against the Calvin Knights, one of the best dunks I've ever seen in a Hope College basketball game, Noah Hedrick. Hedrick catches it on the right wing. Pretty aggressive offensive player is Hedrick. Some miscommunication here. Schoonveld, the left corner. 10 on the shot clock. Thomas got free for another 3. Left that one short. Good look, though, for the junior. Hope leads by 3. Armstead Wilkerson dumps it down there to Ken Thomas. Evan Thomas heads up play. Yeah, head coach Jody May for the Albion Brits pleading with Thomas to not even take that dribble. Why not just turn and go up there and score strong? Ball will remain with Albion. Thomas is an interesting player for the Brits. He leads them in rebounding on the season at over 6 rebounds per game. Armstead Wilkerson's going to enter it. Tough catch and shoot shot there. It's a good-looking jumper, though, from Chance Crittenden. Crittenden, the West Michigan native, Comstock Park High School. A sophomore. Here goes Dykhouse. Get the sense of the next 2 or 3 minutes are pretty big here with this tight game. Hope up 3. Who can be the aggressors here early? Dykhouse picked his pocket there at the top. It's a good job by Garland to attack the rim. Fred Garland wasn't able to finish. Bicus, left wing 3. Leaves that one short as well, but how about Noah Hedrick? Heads up play, tips it out. Hope will reset the offense. Evan Thomas up top working on Garland. Dykhouse, right corner. Oh man, Jeff Bicus, the Brits lost him. That one's good. Jeff Bicus is all alone on an island there on the left wing. How about the senior Jeff Bicus? 8 early points to pace the Dutchman. Hope up 6. Duke Cougars come alive here a little bit. Holmes, one dribble, pull up 15-footer, can't hit. We're gonna get looks like an off-ball foul on Eli Schoonveld. Coach Greg Mitchell doesn't love the call there. They're gonna say that Schoonveld held one of the Britons pursuing a rebound. They'll stay on the baseline here for Albion. Hope's going to get another substitution here. It's number 3, TJ McKenzie. He's going to get Jeff Bicus. Hot start for Jeff Bicus. He gets a nice round of applause from this DeVos Fieldhouse crowd. McKenzie, another one of those guys who really played a big-time role against Calvin, especially defensively. Crittenden, some crafty moves out there, got Hedrick in the air. And then Albion was able to hit Thomas there on the left block. He rolled one home. Albion cuts the Hope lead to 4. Thomas, the guy that wants to get going early offensively as well. Thought about the 3. Nice defense there by Garland. Yeah, Garland just a little bit too much contact as Thomas was able to weave his way into the lane. A couple of substitutions here. Jackson Halbert checks in for Hope. MJ Barnes checks in for the Brits, and also for the Flying Dutchman, number 11, Brady Swinehart gets Eli Schoonveld. Halbert top of the key. That's a deep 3, Jackson Halbert. That one is off for the sophomore from Saugatuck. Good look for Halbert, though. He'll knock those down pretty consistently for the Flying Dutchman. Garland running the point for Albion. Albion's top score list so far. A little bit of miscommunication there as that one went into the front row of the Duke crew. Nice catch there by a Hope student. Thomas is going to run the one in this lineup. This is a good look for Hope when Evan Thomas switches to the point guard. Clayton Dykhouse really pushes the pace for Hope so well, and then Evan Thomas is a nice counter to that at times for Hope. McKenzie, pretty physical player, also on Hope's football team. Step back shot there. He made the defender fall, and then he's smiling on his way back. Hit that 15-footer. Hope leads by 6. Garland, you get the sense that Garland wants to be aggressive here. Yet to score is the senior for Albion. Oh, good pass. How about that pass from Fred Garland inside? This is an Albion team that is really dangerous offensively. They've had an up and down season as indicated by their record, but this is a team that can really string together baskets. Hope needs to be stout defensively here, especially early on. Swinehart on the left wing. He's guarded by Garland. Over to Noah Hedrick. 10 on the shot clock for Hope. Hedrick, tough move. Unable to connect. Tipped out by Jackson Halbert. Hope comes away empty. Here's Cortez Garland. Hesitation dribble there. Good defense by Swinehart. Offensive rebound, though, for Albion. And Thomas is able to put that one in. Seems like offensive rebounding has plagued Hope here so far a little bit. Albion already has 4 of them. Thomas top of the key, guarded by Barnes. Hedrick drives in. Contact there at 8 feet, and he floats it home. Noah Hedrick, a guy that is pretty much instant offense for this Hope team. Once he gets going, he really builds confidence quickly. Garland, left hand. Nice move there by Fred Garland, the sophomore, who got the start here today from Detroit, Michigan. Solid player, a player that'll be an impact player for the Britons over the next couple of years. TJ McKenzie, top of the key 3. They're going to get a foul on Justin McAbee. Oh, they're going to say that he made contact with TJ McKenzie's face. So more often than not, that'll result in a foul. It didn't seem egregious or incredibly obvious to me here courtside, but I obviously didn't have as nice of an angle as the referee did. McKenzie steps to the line. There's a guy who's shown some offensive sparks now and then for Hope. Mostly a guy that's out there for his defense and his energy and his physicality. That's his actual first free throw attempt of the season, hard to believe. He leads the country in free throw percentage now, 1 for 1, 100%. Speaking of free throw percentage, Hope, remarkable free throw shooting team this year. They are number 3 in all of Division III basketball nationally in free throw percentage. Hope shoots 83% from the line, which is just pretty incredible if you really think about it. They're led at the free throw percentage category by guys like Evan Thomas. Evan shoots 84% from the line and shoots a lot of them. Ty George, 89% from the line. Bikus, 86% from the line. Tanner Wiegerink, 90% from the line. So just a lot of guys that feel really comfortable at the free throw line, and that's part of the reason Hope's been able to win some of these close games. Just a solid free throw line performance from the team in general. McKenzie misses his next 2, so Hope comes away with 1 point on that possession and leads by 3. Cortez Garland, still scoreless as a senior, really aggressive offensive player. Takes the handoff, guarded by Dykehouse, top of the key. Solid on-ball defense there from Dykehouse. Hedrick is behind Thomas there in the post. That's a tough spot for him. And then McAbee able to score, really soar on that one. Above the rim finish from Justin McAbee. That was impressive from the senior from East Lansing. McKenzie top of the key. He's looking for a teammate to pass to. Drives, kicks. Lilja with the extra pass to Dykehouse. McKenzie top of the key 3, can't hit. That one's rebounded strongly by Thomas. He hits Garland. Garland left-hand dribble, kicks. MJ Barnes. Fair to say McKenzie a little over-aggressive there in the corner. Too much contact from McKenzie. The junior from North Muskegon. McKenzie will get a quick breather. Jeff Bikus is checked in. Hope's leading scorer so far tonight. Back and forth we've gone here so far in a game that, coming into it, if you would have asked me, I would have told you, man, this one's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be really, really close all the way through with these two teams. Nice move there by Thomas. Thomas has been impressive. Kent Thomas, the junior from Harper Woods, with the left hand. He has 8 so far, leads the Albion in scoring. Halbert to Noah Hedrick. Noah Hedrick with the quick 3. That one's all backboard. Clayton Dykehouse was really battling for the rebound in there. They'll say that he got held. It'll be Hope ball on the baseline. I think Hope offensively over the last 2 or 3 minutes has gotten a little quick and a little, just some quick shots that are a little bit more contested than head coach Greg Mitchell would probably like. Hope's shown a great ability to score if they can get the ball side to side on multiple possessions. What I mean by that is just have 2 or 3 different players touch it, go left wing to right wing to top of the key, wear down the defense a little bit. That's when Hope's been at their best so far this season. See if they get back to it. Bikus thought about the 3, left-hand dribble, switches to his right, unable to finish. Albion pushes the pace, Garland chases it down, saves it to Garland. Wow, nice save there. Garland to Garland, and Fred Garland goes left hand there to give Albion a 3-point lead, 21-18 for the Brits. It's going to be a 30-second timeout from head coach Greg Mitchell. Albion leads by 3. Taking a look at the team stats here so far, Hope has attempted 9 3-balls through this one, on pace to attempt 36 3-pointers in one game. I'm not sure that's exactly what Hope wants to do offensively here. I'm sure Greg Mitchell might be mentioning Hope settling for 3-pointers a bit too much in this huddle, but we'll have to see what their strategy looks like with that moving forward. Neither team has really turned the ball over too much, 3 turnovers for each squad. I do think rebounder is one stat that you have to look at. Albion 8 defensive rebounds on Hope misses. They lead the rebounding battle overall 12-9. Albion's gotten a bunch of help from their bench as well. 12 bench points for the Albion College Britons. You get the sense that the team that is, I don't want to use the word patient, but maybe deliberate, maybe intentional is the word, offensively is the team that is going to have the most success here moving forward. Who's willing to share the ball, move off the ball? I think both these teams are really preaching that here right now. Halbert on the left wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sophomore fall away, 16-footer, can't hit. Garland probing the defense. Kicks to MJ Barnes. MJ Barnes for three. That one's off. Nice rebound there by Clayton Dykehouse. Awesome box out from Clayton, the junior from Zeeland East. See head coach Greg Mitchell there talking to Jackson Halbert. Not sure if that was the exact look that Coach Mitchell wanted there in that last offensive trip. Halbert is an aggressive offensive player and has really paced Hope at times offensively when he's been in there now in the starting role with a couple of players out for the Flying Dutchman. Dykehouse working on Garland. This is a matchup that we'll pay attention to all night. Halbert to Bicus. Bicus kicks to Thomas. It's a nice pass from Jeff Bicus. Thomas can't hit on that one. Garland over to Armstead Wilkerson. Wilkerson to Chance Crittenden. Crittenden hits that one and gives Albion a 6-point lead. Dykehouse swings to Halbert. It's a big offensive possession for Hope. They got to get a quality look. Bicus left wing to Lilja. Oh, that one's picked. How about that? Nice defense by Garland. Read that one all the way. Lilja's pass was picked off, and Garland with a nice finish. Bicus right wing three. Yes, that's what the doctor ordered for the Hope. Jeff Bicus connects on that one. He has 11 here so far. Awesome offensive performance so far from Jeff Bicus. His third three ball of the game. 8 minutes remaining here in half number one. Got to give a lot of credit to Albion. They've come into a hostile environment and look really composed offensively. Thomas posting hard. One-on-one matchup here between him and Bicus. Thomas. Nice post move there, can't hit. Evan Thomas collects the board. Another big offensive trip here from Hope. I know it's obvious that you say every trip is big, but Hope needs to settle themselves offensively and get a quality look. Dykehouse, left-hand dribble. Hits Bicus top of the key. Bicus thought about it. He has three balls on the evening. Thomas posting. Ooh, he went with the left hand. Unable to hit. That one was all backboard. Nice attack there by Armstead Wilkerson, but unable to finish. Dykehouse pushes the pace for Hope. He looks away. Bicus right corner. That one's in and out. Halbert with the rebound, though. He gets Thomas up in the air and puts it in with his left hand. That's a nice extra hustle play there by Jackson Halbert. His first bucket of the evening. 7 minutes remain, and Hope down by 3 here against a Albion team that looks really under control and potent offensively here, especially over the last 5 minutes or so. Garland, hard right-hand dribble into the lane. Good ball movement here. Crittenden kicks to Garland. Garland for 3. Yes, Cortez Garland. That's a guy they are really comfortable with shooting the 3. He shoots 37% from the 3 for Albion and averages over 16 points per game. Bicus in ball screen action with Lilja. Nice high-low look. Bicus got the defender in the air. Good pass there by Evan Thomas, and Bicus puts it in. Yeah, Greg Mitchell imploring his team to pick up the defense. Seems like the defensive pressure and containment has decreased here over the last couple minutes. Cortez Garland, deep 3-ball. Oh, how about Cortez Garland? Step back 3 and nothing but net. He's an impressive player. Him and Dykehouse get tangled up a little bit there. The official blows it dead. We get a little bit of break in the action. Yeah, this one was highly contested too. Yeah, just 2 guys playing hard, getting tangled up there. Don't think it was anything necessarily extracurricular or anything like that. 2 competitors. They're going to be battling all night, so we'll expect the physicality and the hard play to continue. Some great energy over there from the Albion bench. They're making a ton of noise, as you can see on their screen. A lot of guys standing up there behind the bench. Some of the JV team members. Dykehouse, nifty dribbling there, kicks to Schoonveld, 10 on the shot clock. Vicus feeling very comfortable offensively right now. 5 on the shot clock. Hope's gonna have to get one here quickly. This is the guy they want in his hands. Thomas, 1 dribble 3. Vicus there for the rebound. Gets the defender in the air and collects his own board and puts it up. Unable to hit. He's upset with himself, but that's a nice hustle play there by Jeff Vicus. How about Vicus? 13 points so far for Hope. It's a guy in Vicus who averages 11 on the season, so he's already passed his season average. Taking a look at Hope's schedule, it's very interesting. This is Hope's 4th game in the last 8 days. So in the last 4 games, played Olivet Saturday, January 8th, and had a nice win here in DeVos. And then had an awesome win at home against Trine by 13 on Monday, January 10. Of course, the win over Calvin by 13 on Wednesday, January 12th. And now they are back at it 3 days later against a physical and well-coached Albion team here at home. As you saw on your screen there, just an awesome do crew tonight. This team went around with pizzas and shirts last night and went around to every dorm on campus, passed out some pizza, passed out some shirts in an effort to recruit some students to the game, and it looks like it's worked. Coach May really animated here on the bench, trying to get his team into their offensive set. Unable to get much momentum here so far. How about Eli Schoonveld gets his hand on it, forces the turnover. Dykehouse pushes the pace. Left-hand pass. Whoa, Clayton Dykehouse. What a pass over there to Devin Cheney, the sophomore. He finishes with 2 hands strong. Hope cuts the lead to 4. You see Eli Schoonveld who's just checked in there. That's what he brings to this Hope team. It's those extra effort plays. Little break in the action. And we had a pair of glasses come out of the do crew. The source of those glasses we're still searching for. No one wants to take responsibility over there for the missing glasses. Looks like we've gotten it sorted out. That Devin Cheney basket must have really sent the do crew into a frenzy. Lost a pair of glasses there. Garland runs the point for Albion. His last 4 minutes are going to be really pivotal to see what happens to this Albion lead. And Thomas caught on his back. He went up strong and through the contact, finished. That's an and 1 for Albion. Been really impressed so far by the play of number 24, Kent Thomas. I knew coming in that he led the Britons in rebounding, but didn't know much else about the junior from Harper Woods. But he stands at 6'5", which for the MIAA, that's a solid a 3-guard or a 4-man, and he plays like he's 6'9" or 6'10". 10 points so far, 11 points, excuse me, for Ken Thomas. Devin Cheney inside. He went with the right hand. That was a nice block there by Kent Thomas. He's fired up. Schoonveld's going to enter it for Hope here. Albion leads by 7, 4 minutes remaining in half number 1. They enter it straight to Thomas. Yeah, they're going to say that one was on the floor. You could tell that an Albion defender got tangled up there with Evan Thomas. It's going to be on number 10, MJ Barnes. Barnes is first. No real foul trouble for either of these teams. I mean, Fred Garland, the sophomore, has 2 fouls so far. He's still out there for head coach Jody May. Hope is in the bonus, so Thomas will shoot the 1-and-1. That one's pure for Evan Thomas. As I said before, Thomas shoots 84% on the season from the stripe. Thomas hits the second, 2 for 2 for the junior. 5 points on the evening for Evan Thomas. Garland runs the show offensively right now for Albion. They've moved Cortez Garland off the ball. I think that's a nice coaching decision by Jody May. Maybe to free him up a little bit, give him more space to score. MJ Barnes with a pass over there to Thomas. They're just going to ride Thomas right now. How about the junior, Ken Thomas? Feeling real comfortable out there is Ken Thomas. He has 13 points on the evening. He averages just about 8 points a game, so another guy who has already blown his season average out of the water. Bicus posts on the right wing. Swings it over to Schoonveld. Schoonveld to Bicus. That's a deep three by Jeff Bicus. How about it, Jeff? Hits that one. 17 points in half number one for Jeff Bicus and his fourth three-pointer of the game. That'll potentially give Hope a little bit of momentum here. Hope's defense has not looked like it has in the last couple of games. These Albion guards, and especially Ken Thomas, all physical players. Kick to MJ Barnes. Over there to Garland on the baseline. They're going to get Evan Thomas with a push. Albion plays at great pace in the half court. The way that they share the ball, you saw there, it was a quick swing and then another quick swing. Baseline was open and Garland took advantage. A couple more Hope substitutes here. Noah Hedrick checks back in, as well as Josh Lilja. 3 minutes remaining. They'll just go right to Ken Thomas here. He's working on Bicus. Thomas is getting all that he wants right now. Talk about a guy who is the straw that stirs the drink. Ken Thomas, the definition of that right now for Albion. 15 points in half number one for him. Bicus, left wing, swings to Hedrick. Hedrick for three. That one hits backboard before it hits rim. And Albion secures the rebound. Seems like Hope's had very few second chance opportunities here so far. Winston went up strong for the rebound. Some definite contact there. Jody May pleading for a foul call. Bicus goes up strong. Oh, and they're going to get a and one attempt there for Jeff Bicus. I think Jody May has a legitimate gripe here. There seemed to be a lot of contact over there on Kai Winston. No call, and then a little bit of a bump on Jeff Bicus. Gives him the three-point play opportunity. That's an interesting swing there. The last 15 minutes have been pivotal. Nice pass there by Dykehouse. And then Thomas might have gotten under him a little bit. Nonetheless, Bicus finishes and has a chance at the line right now to put himself at 20 points on the evening. Jody May just does an excellent job with this Britons team. This is an Albion program that has been on the rise in recent years. He's 170 and 154 in his 14 seasons at Albion. Spent some time as an assistant for the Britons before he became the head man. But they won the MIAA championship in 2019, and for the last 5 years or so, they've been a mainstay in the MIAA at the top of the standings. Well, I sound like a broken record, but Ken Thomas with an easy layup there with the right hand extends the Albion lead to 5. Hedrick drives right down Broadway. He can't finish. MJ Barnes passes ahead to Garland. Garland saves it again. They'll look at Ken Thomas down there working on Bicus. TJ McKenzie, nice hands by him. He'll push the break himself. Right hand, he just never put on the brakes. Unable to finish. Fight for the rebound like crazy. Ken Thomas, he is everywhere right now. I would expect them to maybe get Ken Thomas a breather here at some point because he has to just be gassed. And they do. MJ Barnes comes and gets Ken Thomas. Ken Thomas, a guy who has been so pivotal for Albion. 17 points for the junior and 5 rebounds. He's 8 for 9 from the field. So really anything that he's wanted at this point, he's gotten. Fred Garland passes to Kai Winston. And they're going to get a travel on Winston there. Kai Winston's an interesting player. He averages 4 or 5 points for Albion per game. He is the younger brother of former MSU point guard and current Washington Wizard Cassius Winston. It's a nice basketball pedigree in that family. Bicus catches top of the key. Out to Dykehouse. Dykehouse is yet to really get going offensively. Swings to Bicus. Bicus, that's a deep three from Jeff Bicus. That one is all air from Jeff. Shot clock was running down a little bit there, but it's a little bit of a quick shot. TJ McKenzie with the steal. He goes to Clayton Dykehouse. Dykehouse got free there on the fast break, and he finishes. The lead is cut to 3. Hope's had this Albion lead at 3 points a few different times today. They've yet to break through and tie the game back up in the last 8 minutes or so. Albion's going to be content to slow it down a little bit right now. Cortez Garland, top of the key. Yeah, they're going to get a push off there on Cortez Garland. Dykehouse did a nice job of selling it. And Garland just extended that arm a little bit. Dykehouse flew backwards. The ball will be a return to the Flying Dutchman. Hope down 3.
Entering the line for the Brits is number 4, Jonathan Wilson. Also number 24, Ken Thomas.
Hope's going to get an offensive set here. We'll see if Hope goes for a 2-for-1 opportunity, meaning they try to score quickly here to take advantage of the shot clock. Hedrick, top of the key. Couple dribbles with his right hand. Kicks to Bicus. Bicus, right wing. Out to Clayton Dykehouse. Dykehouse going to slow it down here. He passes over there, attempts the pass to TJ McKenzie. That one's tipped away by the Albion defense. Stingy Albion defense here over the last 5 or 6 minutes. Clayton Dykehouse, right wing. He's top of the key on the logo. Yeah, he took an extra step there, a couple big steps as he was moving to his left. They'll tag him with the travel. Albion leads 41-38. They will presumably take the last shot here and hold for 1.
Entering the line for the Brits is number 5, Kai Winston. Also entering the line for the Brits is number 20, James Crick.
Funny interaction here right now between the Dew crew and Ken Thomas. Ken Thomas laughing and smiling. A few front row Dew crew members were letting Ken Thomas know they feel like the ball's probably going to him. You know what? I agree with the Dew crew members. Maybe they should come do color commentary for me. But Thomas, 17 points and has really gotten all that he's wanted. I would assume that the Britons would throw it inside there to him again. MJ Barnes coming off a screen. Nice defense here by Dykehouse. Kicks to Winston. 3 seconds on the clock. Winston, nice spin move there from Kai Winston. That one rims out. Unable to finish is the junior Kai Winston. But Albion has to be feeling good about where they are right now. Right now it's 41-38. Britons lead here on the road at DeVos Fieldhouse. Impressive first half by Albion. Up and down, back and forth, exciting first half. You've got to assume the second half will be more of the same. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes from DeVos Fieldhouse. We'll see you then.
You're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
In Vanderswart, we're interested in the history of our community. When 26-year-old jeweler Jacob Raven came to Holland in 1889. The northwest corner of 8th Street and River Avenue was already home to the thriving Holland City State Bank. Raven told bank personnel that he wanted to build a clock above the bank to keep the town on time, and it wouldn't cost them a cent. True to his word, Raven raised the funds with donations from merchants and local factories. High above the city streets, the tower was completed in 1892. Holland's clock tower still ticks high above 8th Street, watching over a town that still loves to run on time. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
treading through the mud while everyone's asleep. We're working sweat and blood. We're coming out in force. We're making history. We're raising up our flags, and yeah, we bare our teeth. 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Break out the gate with a rock in your wall. Talking the talk, but the push up. I'm here to break buckets and leave all you fools in the dust. I ain't got time for you to waste. You wanna fight, put some game on your face. Swing at the punch, it's to the front. Lace up the boots with the Yeah, guess what? It's our time right now. Break the door, taking everyone, everything. It's my trophy, my battle, my ring. And he hits it when it will, I'm just getting it. Come dig deep when we go for glory. And one hand straight, this is how your story ends. Swords up and we fight like we never have. Break down the walls, make me burn on the enemy. Whiplash, we're coming with the whiplash. Get ready, hit whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the aftermath. We're gonna hit you with whiplash. We're gonna hit whiplash. Get ready for the whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the
Hello, I'm Trigby Johnson, and I serve as the Dean of the Chapel at Hope College. I'd like to thank you for your continued relationship with Hope. Thank you for being our people. People are what make this campus special, a people rooted in our shared faith in Jesus Christ. And in that spirit, I'd like to personally invite you to come join us for chapel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. Come and join the next generation of Hope College students as we sing the old songs of the faith and some new ones. Come and enter in and experience the energy and vitality of what it is to be a Christian here at Hope College, as God shapes us to be a people of hope now and for future generations.
I was made for this. Yeah, yeah. I was made for this. I was made for this. Face it, greatness is in my genetics. Rely on me, you never regret it. Victory's mine, yeah, that's where I'm headed. For this passion and drive, I'm forever indebted. Known to motivate each person near. I'm sure it's my purpose to persevere. Yeah, you looking at the chosen one. I said you looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I've stumbled and failed and got up again. Rising with the hunger for another win. Been too strong for too long, I can't give in. That's the discipline of a champion. Overcome adversity and get it done. Didn't run, stood my ground, then I won. Yeah, you looking at the chosen one. I said you looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Yeah. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Yeah. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. 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 You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Oh yeah. I was made for this. Yeah. You know that I was made for this. Alright. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. Woo. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this.
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we are interested in the history of our community. This farm once belonged to Albertus Van Raalte, founding father of the city of Holland. And this house, built by his son Ben in 1872, has been known through the years as the Maples, due to the large trees in the front yard planted by Van Raalte himself. These trees stand today because of the industry and vision of Albertus Van Raalte. Today, the DeGraff Nature Center taps the maples and demonstrates how maple syrup was made centuries ago. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our
We're back here at Tavalis Fieldhouse for the half number 2 of this matchup between the Albion College Britons and the Hope Flying Dutchmen. Really back and forth first half, exciting basketball between these two clubs that are really looking to gain some early season MIAA momentum. As I previously said, Hope stands alone in first place right now in the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. Albion is in second place. And these are two teams that would love to get a win here on a Saturday to propel them over the next week or so as the MIAA schedule really gets into the thick of things here over the next couple weeks. Taking a look actually around the MIAA today, every MIAA team was in action. Olivet took down Alma in overtime, won by 8 points, 96-88. Trine won over Kalamazoo, 60-45, and Calvin won over Adrian by 20, 81-61. So Hope remains in first place here in the MIAA. Trine sits second place at 3-1. Albion with a win would tie Trine at 3-1. Here goes Hope on offense here to start things out in half number 2. They've got to string together a couple nice possessions here. Quality looks at the end of them and some nice patience by especially the Hope guards. Evan Thomas, right-hand drive, a lot of contact in there. He's unable to hit. Shot clock resets as that one's tipped out of bounds to 20 seconds. A little bit of history here actually so far. Jeff Bicus with 20 points in half number 1 has already set his career high. How about that? Jeff Bicus, the senior out of Mundelein, Illinois. 20 points in half number 1. A guy who's usually more of a glue guy for this Hope team, does the dirty work, taking the scoring on here so far this evening. Yeah, Lilja stepped to the sideline there. He was pressured by Armstead Wilkerson, and he steps out. So that'll be a turnover for Hope. Turnovers didn't really plague either of these teams in half number 1. I mean, Albion had 8 of them in half number 1. Hope had 5. So both teams took care of the ball fairly well. Albion probably wants to cut down on those turnovers by just a couple here in half number 2. Cortez Garland, who had 8 points in half number 1. Guy who averages over 16 on the season, right on his scoring pace. He swings over to Armstead Wilkerson at the top of the key. Garland over to Maccabee. Maccabee working on Thomas. Yeah, Devin Holmes there drove with his right hand on Bicus. They're going to get Bicus with the foul. Holmes is a really physical guy. Is a senior who's been around for quite a while. Has been a key cog in these recent Albion teams that have had a lot of success. He is a strong dude, so that's a load for Hope to deal with defensively. Garland working on Halbert into the paint. He swings. Maccabee is in a tough spot there, guarded by both Thomas and Clayton Dykehouse. Pull up there from 18 feet. That one's off, but the rebound's corralled by Albion. Second chance opportunity. Cortez Garland from the logo. Yes, Cortez Garland hits that one. Gives Albion a 6-point lead. That one was deep. Different area code for Cortez Garland there. Clayton Dykehouse working on Garland. Bicus, the 20-point scorer from half number 1, sets the screen. Lilja gets that one tipped. McAbee can't believe it. This is an experienced Hope team. You look at guys like Holmes, senior, McAbee's a senior, MJ Barnes is a senior, Cortez Garland's a senior. And then you have Ken Thomas, the leading scorer in the first half for them. He's a junior. So this is an Albion team that's really been around the block, and they know what it takes to be successful. Vicus, top of the key, guarded by Devin Holmes. Here's Dykehouse. Over to Thomas. Thomas jump stops there in the paint. That one slipped out of his hand as he went with the left. Couldn't finish. McAbee puts on the brakes wisely against Vicus. McAbee goes right-hand drive. They're going to get Vicus with a hand check. That's going to be 2 on Vicus. He went through the first half foul-less. Arnulfo Perez there on the baseline actually just talked to McAbee, said throwing his head back, needs to be careful about a potential flop warning. Nonetheless, he picks up the foul. MJ Barnes is off on that shot, and Thomas comes down with it. Thomas, the leading rebounder in the MIAA, which is ultra impressive considering that he plays a 2 or a 3 guard position most of the time for Hope, leading the MIAA in rebounding. Hope's gone to mismatch here with Vicus guarded by Armstead Wilkerson. Hope's unable to get it down to him. Thomas was pressured pretty hard there on the perimeter. Hey, want to give a couple of quick shout outs here. People tuning in. I want to first give a shout out to Tanner Wiegerink. Tanner, the Hope sophomore who was so pivotal through the first stretch of the season. He's checking out the game here, hoping to have him back soon. So Tanner, hope to have you back soon, buddy. Also want to give a quick shout out to the Gruber family watching in St. Charles, Illinois, as well as Grand Rapids, Michigan. Evan Thomas there went up strong with 2 hands. A guy who's so comfortable in the paint goes up there, slaps the backboard, and scores to cut the Albion lead to 4. Evan Thomas, top of the key. He's hounding Armstead Wilkerson. Wilkerson, pretty impressive player. Junior, he'll be back next year from East Lansing. Nice move there by Cortez Garland. Can't hit. That one went in and out. Armstead Wilkerson with the 3 from the right wing. That one's back iron. Arnulfo Perez hits Jeff Vicus with another foul. So 3 on Vicus in the span of 3 minutes. Perez called that one on Vicus for pushing off a little bit as the defender was, as the Albion player was in the air. We're going to get a sub here for Vicus. Devin Cheney checks in. Be interesting to see how long Vicus sits for. 3 fouls. He's been obviously very important. Going to get another whistle. That's going to be on Jackson Halbert for a push there in the paint. 2 fouls on Halbert. 4 fouls in this half on the Flying Dutchman. Something to keep an eye on. Holmes in there to Ken Thomas. Thomas just goes up with the right hand, and that's an easy one for Ken Thomas. 19 points for Ken Thomas right now. Dykehouse pitches it to Evan Thomas. He's looking for Schoonveld. Schoonveld, really, really athletic player for Hope. Interesting when he gets out into space. Thomas got into the paint, jump stopped and kicked. Get a foul there on MJ Barnes. Seems like the officiating's been tightened up just a little bit in the second half. Thought for most of the first half they really did let him play and just kind of blew the whistle when obvious. A few quick ones on both sides here so far through the first 4 minutes of play. Albert guarded by Holmes. He finds his way into the paint, kicks to Dykehouse. 10 on the shot clock. Dykehouse guarded by Holmes. Holmes, such an impressive defender. 5 on the shot clock. Thomas, right wing, takes the left-hand dribble, falls away. That one's off. Albion collects the board and goes the other way. Armstead Wilkerson, left-hand dribble on Evan Thomas. He's quick, really impressive. We have another foul here. That one's called by Perez on the baseline. Gonna get Cheney holding. Holmes passes to MJ Barnes. MJ Barnes loves that mid-range game. He can't hit. Gonna have another foul call here. That one's going to be on 24, Ken Thomas. That's 2 on Thomas. They're going to get Thomas a little bit of a push. Seems like they're definitely trying to clean up those in-between calls where the ball's free, the ball's in the air, a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. So 5 fouls for Hope here through 4 minutes and 4 fouls for the Albion College Britons. Coach Mitchell calling out the set here offensively. Cortez Garland, he's an awesome offensive player, really active defensively as well, as you see there, guarding Dykehouse. Cheney having a foul here away from the ball. Gonna say that number 2 Holmes displaced his defender, kind of shoved him off the ball. Coach May agrees. He called Holmes for his attention just a second there and said, gotta be smart, gotta be smart. So a little bit of physicality here early in the second half. Dykehouse can't find space. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas really battling there with MJ Barnes. Gonna have another foul here. Arnulfo Perez called that one here on the sideline. That one's on 10. MJ Barnes for a hold.
That is his 3rd, team's 6th.
It did really seem they let him go at it in the first half, and now in the second half, and it's been both ways. It's definitely some grabs on Albion and some grabs on Hope. They're tightening it up here. It looks like we may see a lot of free throws in half number 2. Schoonveld in there to Devin Cheney. Thomas loves working at this elbow here. He has a little bit of a size advantage on Cortez Garland. Nice extra pass, Jackson Halbert to Clayton Dykehouse. Thomas skies for the rebound. Gonna get a double technical foul here. A little bit of after the whistle activity. Thomas soared for that board, and Cortez Garland tried to force a held ball. It was an interesting play because here's the deal. Thomas skies for the rebound. Really impressive play by Thomas. He comes down and there's a little bit of a tie-up, some contact. Both guys going after the ball hard. I do think just the way that Garland was holding the ball is what they called there. Garland was holding him kind of around his neck, so they're going to call that a technical on Garland and Thomas, for Thomas giving a little bit of a push to Garland after the whistle. Wells Fieldhouse just went absolutely crazy because the Hope bench started clapping, then the Albion bench started clapping. We had some players off the Albion bench waving their hands at the crowd, trying to pump the DeVos Fieldhouse crowd up. And as I said, the energy in here is awesome. This is a game that Albion always has circled on their calendar. They love to play against Hope, so they'll always come in here and be playing really hard and really physically. So love these type of games in DeVos Fieldhouse on a Saturday. No better place to watch a game in Division III basketball around the country, no doubt. Still a little bit of conversation here between the officials. And if you've tuned in with us throughout the season in my broadcast, I do like to rarely talk about the officials because I think officiating is such a hard job. It's fast-paced, and we also have the benefit of replay most of the time and slow-mo and all this other stuff, and pretty thankless job officiating is in general. So I don't like to draw attention to it too much. It just seems like there's been a ton of whistles in the second half for both sides. I don't think it's been biased either way, and the officials just trying their best here. So there's still conference in here around the three-point line on the Hope side. We'll see what they come away with. I'd love to get an explanation here if they come to the table. Looks like Arnulfo Perez is going to go give Greg Mitchell a explanation in the Hope huddle. I'm leaning in here trying to get an explanation. I'll share it with you as soon as I hear. Okay, was unable to get a full explanation here. Was trying to listen in my best I could. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Cortez Garland, and Thomas goes to the line. So originally in that scrum, there had been a technical foul. They signaled for a technical foul, and it looks like after that conference, they decided that the double technical foul was unwarranted, and they're just going to stick with the foul call by Garland there. Thomas did push him a little bit after that foul, but they'll say that in the heat of the moment, both guys just battling really hard, and I think that's all it is. Both these teams are playing so hard and physically here, especially throughout the last minute or two. So after all of that, Albion leads by 4 here. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Ken Thomas working on Halbert. He goes with the right hand, and the freight train that is Ken Thomas continues to roll along here for the Brits. Albion leads by 6. Thomas, right wing, got Garland into the air. He stopped and popped, couldn't hit. Devin Cheney skies for the rebound. Thomas thought about the 3 there on the left wing. Thought he was going to take it again. He drives in there really strong, Evan Thomas. When he goes off 2 feet, he's really tough to cover in the paint. Thomas hits double figures, 11 points for the junior from Okemos. Hope cuts the Albion lead to 4 once again. Hope switching into a 2-3 zone here. Chance Crittenden probably loves playing against zones because he is quite a good shooter. Can't hit that one. Defense works there for Hope, and Dykehouse pushes the pace the other way. He hits Schoonveld inside. Schoonveld kicks to Thomas. Thomas, 3-ball try. That one's short. Rebounded by Halbert. Halbert resets the offense wisely. Dykehouse to Halbert. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Nice for Hope to get an extra possession. Dykehouse drives with his right, can't hit, collects his own rebound, and one for Clayton Dykehouse, puts that one in. That foul's on Ken Thomas for the Brins, and that's 3 on Thomas. It's an awesome offensive possession if you're a Hope College fan, because Clayton Dykehouse able to get the second chance opportunity, which was created by the Devin Cheney offensive rebound. You see Devin Cheney go to the bench here, and he gets a nice round of applause from the Hope fans and a bunch of high fives from his teammates because he created that extra offensive possession. Devin Cheney. Cheney, the sophomore from Batavia, Illinois. Guy who, along with the guys like Tanner Wiegerink and Jackson Halbert and others, is kind of the future of the paint presence for Hope. Speaking of extra possessions, Eli Schoonveld battles there, forces the extra one, and gets the round of applause from the DeVos Fieldhouse crowd. Thomas drives in strong, and they're going to call that as a held ball, and the ball will go to Albion. Duke Crew doesn't love it. Albion retains possession. They'll go the other way. What an entertaining 6 minutes of the second half here. We've had a little bit of everything. We've had scoring surges. We've had a defensive battle. We've had some physicality. Everything that you ask for in a big-time Saturday afternoon, evening game here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Garland working against this Hope zone. Yeah, Garland's really comfortable shooting that top of the key 3. There, much too much space there for Cortez Garland. He's going to knock that down most of the time. Will the senior Cortez Garland. Thomas on the right wing. He's been aggressive offensively here recently. Schoonveld, nowhere to go. Bickus and Thomas working there. Dykehouse tried to hit Thomas with the lob pass. That one's intercepted, and Cortez Garland will go the other way. Hope has to pay closer attention here to Cortez Garland. He's gotten free a couple of times. Crittenden looking for Barnes in the high post area there. Schoonveld tipped that one away. And then Maccabee is able to hit the 15-footer. Greg Mitchell's going to get a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout from Hope. Greg Mitchell pleading with the officials about that last one. Thought Eli Schoonveld got pushed there, did Greg Mitchell, but resulted in a Maccabee 15-footer to give Albion a 7-point advantage. We'll take a quick break here for this full timeout. Be back in a minute. Albion leads by 7. Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, 8 minutes or so gone in the second half, and Albion leads by 7 off a Justin Maccabee 15-foot pull-up. Big offensive possession here for Hope, obviously trying to get some flow here as they have 46 points midway through the second half, not what they're accustomed to, especially in the last couple of weeks here. Bicus, left wing, left-hand drive. Kicks it to Hedrick. Hedrick drives hard with the right hand, and they'll say there's some contact. The far side official came in, called that one. Hedrick went strong with his right hand into the lane and picks up the foul. It's going to be on 20, Crittenden. Hedrick hits the first. From the free throw line this year, Hedrick shoots 85%. Only a sophomore, he's going to be a big-time piece of the Hope rotation over the next couple of years. 2 for 2 for Noah Hedrick. Cuts the Albion lead to 5. This is just the type of possession where Hope has struggled to get within 5 or 4 points here over the last few minutes. You just get the sense that Hope needs to pick it up defensively here against a physical Albion team. Ken Thomas working on Bicus at 18 feet. He drives baseline, swings to Maccabee. Maccabee goes up strong and then finishes with an and one. Justin Maccabee. Far side official came in there and called it. 3 on Evan Thomas. Maccabee just so active in there. He's the kind of guy that doesn't do a ton of stuff that shows up on the stat sheet, but he just has those extra hustle plays. He's smiling at the free throw line. He had probably 2 or 3 plays per game where he's going to make a big time impact, just creating extra possessions. Maccabee connects on that one. The Albion lead is 8. Dykehouse working on Garland. Bicus cuts hard there and catches it on the baseline. Bicus fall away shot there. Hedrick fights for the rebound, but Maccabee comes up with it. Garland's going to try to extend this Albion lead here on the offensive end. Garland to Maccabee. Nice job there by Jeff Bicus. He poked it away, and Ken Thomas actually hit it last, so Hope will take the possession the other way. I think for Hope offensively, they've got to try to get Evan Thomas going downhill. It's been a lot of success when Evan Thomas is able to get 2 feet into the paint. Bicus has been quiet here in the second half after 4 three-pointers in half number 1. Noah Hedrick, a guy who can get into the paint. Went baseline there and then laid it up with the right hand, did Noah Hedrick. Going to be a 30-second timeout, wisely called timeout there by Hope coach Greg Mitchell. Taking a look at the team stats for both these squads. Hope's struggling from the floor, shooting 35% so far, 17 for 46 from the floor of the Flying Dutchman. They've attempted 18 three-pointers. Speaking of three-pointers, Albion has been solid from the long line tonight. 5 of 9 are the Britons. Chance Crittenden hit a big one in the first half, and then Cortez Garland, how about this? 4 for 4. Cortez Garland, Albion's leading scorer, impressive from beyond the three-point line. Rebounding, if you've watched this game, has been something to keep an eye on as well. It seems like every single defensive rebound opportunity that Albion has had, they have came down with 19 defensive rebounds for the Britons compared to Hope's 13. When Hope's been able to create second chances and extra opportunities on the offensive end, they've been successful. I mean, the play that comes to mind is Devin Cheney really skying for a rebound and then kicking it out to a Hope offensive opportunity. So the lead sits at 6 for Albion. This is a team that has looked to Ken Thomas early and often. Speaking of Ken Thomas, he catches it at 16 feet, working on Jeff Bicus. He floats one up there with the right hand and can't hit. That's a foul there on Arnulfo Perez. Is going to get Noah Hedrick, number 20, there on a hold. And that's going to be 10 fouls on Hope. 9 minutes into half number 2. Seems like both the Hope and the Albion players need to be more careful when they're battling for rebounds. McAbee hits the first. McAbee, a big-time energy guy for this Albion team. He averages 8 points per game and 4 rebounds per game. Shoots 64% from the free throw line. So those are 2 big makes for a guy who often struggles at the charity stripe. Looks like he comes off in a tiny bit of pain that Jody May is saying, go see the trainer really quick. He's grabbing his lower back. McAbee, a guy who just battles so hard. I wouldn't be surprised if he got some heat on that back or something for Justin McAbee, a guy who's so physical. Albion leads by 8. Greg Mitchell has the Hope offensive set drawn up here. Thomas working on MJ Barnes. And you get the sense that Thomas is going to be really aggressive. He kicks to Bicus. Bicus top of the key 3. That one's back iron. Nice rebound there by Fred Garland. He got up for that one. He's working on Hedrick. Kicks. Step back shot from Armstead Wilkerson, and that one's good. Armstead Wilkerson step back on that one. That's an impressive look for him. Extends the Albion lead to 11. Dykehouse thought about the step back. Kicks to Hedrick. This Albion defense has been so stout here over the last couple of minutes. Seems like everywhere the Hope players drive, they have eyes on him. Dykehouse tried the step back long ball that time. Bicus grabs the board, extra possession. Noah Hedrick, right wing 3. That one rims in and out. Hope's really been trying those threes here tonight. Ken Thomas just so active on the boards. He was fighting for the rebound hard. He'll have that one tip off his hand. A couple substitutes here. Eli Schoonveld checks in for Hope, as does Josh Lilja. Devin Holmes checks in for the Albion Britons. Oh man, I like Ken Thomas. He came off. He's upset at himself for missing even 1 rebound. Is Ken Thomas, the junior guy that just plays so hard. Hard to not like watching a guy like that play. He really battles. Dykehouse working on Armstead Wilkerson. Kicks to Lilja. Lilja all alone on the right wing. That one's off. Hope ice cold right now from 3-point land. Nice tip away there from Lilja. Lilja going on the break now. Took an extra step. Schoonveld came flying in for the rebound and hit the deck hard, but he gets up as Hope has cut the lead to single digits. 9-point lead for the Brits. Kai Winston's in there, and he swings it to MJ Barnes. Armstead Wilkerson kind of has a hot hand right now for the Brits. Speaking of hot hands, steps back. That one looked good from my angle. Goes front rim. Thomas collects the rebound, heads the other way. He'll just take it himself here at this point. They'll say no shot on that one. Just a veteran play there by Evan Thomas. He was able to get MJ Barnes into the air and then stepped through. Barnes' entire weight came down on him, and Thomas went up for that one. I apologize. A couple minutes ago, I said that Hope had 10 team fouls. Albion actually has 10 team fouls. Hope has 7. So it's all semantics at this point, as both teams are squarely in the bonus for the last 8.5 minutes. Thomas hits the first. Another impressive stat line for Evan Thomas. 12 points so far, 6 rebounds. As I said before, leading rebounder in the MIAA is Evan Thomas, a guy who has improved year after year in his Hope College career. Highly touted recruit out of Okemos High School. Probably had the opportunity to play at some higher levels. Really loved Hope's academics. He's a pre-med guy, so really academically focused and shining on the court as well, Evan Thomas. Armstead Wilkerson, top of the key, guarded by Thomas. Cortez Garland, ultra aggressive is Cortez Garland. He catches that one at the right elbow and caught Clayton Dykehouse a bit out of position. They'll get Clayton Dykehouse with that foul. Only his first. They're going to say that he was going up, that he was shooting at that one, so Garland heads to the line. Off on the first is Cortez Garland. That's a rare free throw miss for Cortez Garland. He's been so good from the line this season, 81%. The senior from Detroit Renaissance High School. Yeah, he's not going to miss 2 in a row most likely, so he hits the second. The Albion lead sits at 8. Cortez Garland has 15 points on the evening. At some point here, Hopes are going to have to put their foot on the gas and string a couple offensive trips together. Evan Thomas, the guy to do just that. He took it up, and then you could tell he just had his eye on the rim right from the start and was not going to be deterred. He goes down the lane. He has 15 on the evening. Big defensive trip here for the Flying Dutchman. Armstead Wilkerson top the key. Guarded by Thomas. Dykehouse working on Garland. Garland, that one he lost. Heads out of bounds. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Garland just has a knack for getting into the paint. That one was good help side defense by the Flying Dutchman. Holmes over to Maccabee, a guy that loves working in the high post there. 5 on the shot clock. Garland's going to have to be aggressive. Gets by Schoonveld and pulls up. That one's halfway in. Schoonveld got that rebound. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas to Dykehouse. Dykehouse goes on the... Whoa! Evan Thomas with the left. Sky's the limit. Evan Thomas above the rim. He went with the left hand and just put that one right back in. Made it look easy. That electrifies this DeVos Fieldhouse crowd. Albion lead sits at 4. Holmes working on Bicus. He gets into lane, kicks to Crittenden. Crittenden baseline to Holmes. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Maccabee. 6 on the shot clock for the Brits. Maccabee went strong with the right hand and just was able to turn the corner ever so slightly. And they'll get Jeff Bicus with that foul. That's pivotal. 4 fouls on Jeff Bicus. We'll see what the coaching decision looks like here. Got a feeling that he'll most likely take a quick seat. Yeah, Greg Mitchell gets Jackson Halbert in there. He's going to sub in for Bicus. Always an interesting coaching decision to see how long a guy like this sits. Bicus, who has his career high in scoring, all coming in the first half with 4 fouls and 7 minutes remaining. It's an interesting coaching scenario here. Do you bring him in at 5 minutes? Do you bring him in at 3 minutes? I think you usually err on the side of bring him in a bit earlier if you need him and tell him to play his hardest, and whatever happens, happens at that point. But always an interesting discussion and debate. Maccabee hit the first one. Guy who, like I said, not Albion's best free throw shooter usually, has been pretty solid at the line tonight. Thomas pitches it to Dykehouse, and Dykehouse will run the point down 5. Cortez Garland, guy who loves to heat the ball up defensively. Dykehouse working on the Thomas ball screen. Thomas catches it. Yeah, he goes up. He got Ken Thomas in the air there. Speaking of 4 fouls, that's going to be 4 on Ken Thomas. The 2 guys who exploded offensively in the first half now both have 4 fouls. Oh, they're going to get Cortez Garland with that one. My mistake. Looked like Ken Thomas was the guy in position there, but Cortez Garland also with 4 fouls, so foul trouble becoming an issue here for the Britons. They're going to get Fred Garland in to replace Cortez. Thomas is true at the line on his first one. Thomas, who we talked about having a little bit of a slow offensive start to this game, has really exploded here in the second half. 18 points right now from the junior. Thomas 2 for 2 from the line. 8 for 8 on the night for Evan Thomas. Three-point lead for Albion. It's DeVos Fieldhouse crowd trying to will this team to victory here in the last 6.5 minutes or so. Ken Thomas so strong going in there. Halbert, nice defense from Halbert. They'll say that one was off Ken Thomas. He heads the other way. Back and forth battle here in DeVos. Dykehouse is going to take it up here. Greg Mitchell calling out an offensive set. We'll see what the look is for. Jody May really animated on the sideline, trying to get his guys to defend at a high level. Dykehouse was looking for a post up from Thomas, got his pocket picked. Armstead Wilkerson goes up for the left-hand layup. Schoonveld contested that one. They'll call that one on Eli Schoonveld, the sophomore. It looked like it was going to be a nice developing offensive trip there for Hope. They got Thomas posting up on the right side, which is a look that Hope always likes. Dykehouse just unable to make the entry pass there. So Albion heads the other way. Armstead Wilkerson's at the line now. He hits the first one. He's been impressive tonight. 82% from the free throw line on the season is Armstead Wilkerson, but he's just been solid. He's kind of controlled the game for the Brits. Hasn't been hyper aggressive offensively, but has 4 points here so far this evening. And 2 for 2 from the line is the junior Armstead Wilkerson. Dykehouse gives to Thomas. Halbert, left wing, Jackson Halbert for 3, no good. What a battle for the rebound, and their bodies just flying everywhere. Got to give it up to both these teams. Really putting their bodies on the line in a lot of situations here. Guys just flying for rebounds. So Hope takes the possession. Schoonveld's going to enter it. He's looking for any Flying Dutchman to pass it to. Hedrick eventually gets it. Schoonveld, nice pass in there to Noah Hedrick. Hedrick got hit. It looked like, yeah, they're gonna call a foul there. Thought he might have gotten hit on the first one, honestly, and they get the second one there as Hedrick was going up for the score there. So they'll say that Maccabee got him, and now that's 4 on Maccabee. Interesting foul situation here for Albion. Hedrick is good on the first, so from here on out, last 6 minutes, anytime there's a foul, it'll result in 2 free throws. That's undoubtedly going to come into play here. So Maccabee just picked up his 4th foul, and it looks like Jody May is going to keep him in. His assistant, Nate Frisbee, just alerted him saying, you know, Maccabee has 4, and May nodded his head. He said, yep, know it. I think Maccabee is so integral to what they do, not from a scoring perspective, but from an everything else perspective, that they're going to leave him in here, up 3, 5.5 minutes remaining. Garland kicks. Armstead Wilkerson, no good on that one, but we got bodies flying everywhere. Chance Crittenden soared in for that one, and Hedrick was battling for that as well. It looks like the Hope crowd wanted a, not necessarily an over-the-back foul, but a little bit of a pushing foul there on Crittenden. They don't get it, it'll be Hope ball. At this point, both these teams are just battling so hard for every rebound, every 50-50 ball, that there's going to be contact everywhere. Hope with a chance to tie the game here with a 3-point score. Dykehouse flies into the lane. That one's taken away by Fred Garland. Garland attacking on Schoonveld. They're going to say that's a goaltend. Halbert really came in there hard with the left hand, and it looked like one of the officials was going to come help him out and maybe have a conference about it, but last minute decided against it, turned away. So that basket counts. The ball they're saying was traveling downwards as Halbert pinned it against the backboard. So that one is a counted basket for Albion. Thomas, right wing, working on Ken Thomas. Hedrick, nice cut in there by Noah Hedrick. Schoonveld tips that one out. Thomas, right wing, 3 try, no good, but Jackson Halbert corrals the rebound, goes up with the left hand and hits. How about this Hope offense? Offensive rebounding has been big time for Hope over the last 4 or 5 minutes here. Albion still has a 3-point lead. Armstead Wilkerson's going to try to calm things down for Albion and get a quality look. Thomas on him on the right wing. 15 on the shot clock. Thomas posting hard. That's a pull-up there by Garland, and that's going to be all air. Ken Thomas saved that one off Eli Schoonveld's leg. 6 seconds on the shot clock, which presents an interesting situation here for Albion. They're going to have to get a quick hitter. Got to think maybe a ball screen here. Ken Thomas goes in lane, rejected by Halbert. Halbert sent that one home. Noah Hedrick pushes the pace to Halbert. Clayton Dykehouse is wide open in the left corner. Decided not to shoot that one. 20 on the shot clock. He swings to Hedrick. Hedrick deep, 3-ball try. That one's off on the back iron. And we're going to get a flop warning here on Eli Schoonveld. Flop warning, a recent addition to the NCAA rules over the last couple of years. I would say the last 2-3 years is when we've seen it. Try to eliminate some of the acting that goes on in the court now and then. So Schoonveld gets the flop warning there. No repercussions, points-wise or fouls-wise, just a warning. Hope's defense has really picked it up in the last few minutes. Albion still leads by 3. Seems like it's been stuck here for a majority of the second half. Thomas working on Armstead Wilkerson. Swings it over to Cortez Garland, who has re-entered the game. Garland has 4 fouls, as well as Maccabee. Maccabee all alone at the free throw line. He's going to hit that most of the time. Hope completely lost him. Dykehouse swings to Halbert. Hope's got to get a good look here. I mean, that's obvious, but seems like every possession is really pivotal at this point. Thomas, top of the key, swings. Hedrick, right wing. He had a chance there, but that one's off. Hope struggled from three-point land here tonight. Dykehouse poked that one away from behind. Halbert's going to go on the break. Over to Dykehouse, and Dykehouse can't hit. He hit the deck hard. Albion goes the other way. Open look for Armstead Wilkerson. Eli Schoonveld flies by. Noah Hedrick gets the hand. That one's poked away. Ken Thomas swings to Maccabee, and Schoonveld fouls him. What a last 20 seconds. Hope had a 3-on-1 opportunity with Dykehouse, Thomas, and Halbert. Halbert passed it off to Dykehouse, and Dykehouse couldn't finish. Albion goes the other way, picks up the foul, and heads to the line. I feel like I need to catch my breath after the last minute or so. Clayton Dykehouse having a conversation here with Elnufo Perez at half court. He thought that there was some contact over there on the other end. Perez disagrees. Maccabee has been really solid from the free throw line tonight. He's now 6 for 7. Like I said, a guy who is not the strongest free throw shooter, shoots 64% on the season, has really stepped it up. Albion's going to get a sub here. Chance Crittenden. We're going to get a full timeout by Greg Mitchell. He wants to talk things over. Albion leads 70-64 in an energy-packed DeVos Fieldhouse with 3 minutes left or so. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here. I'm going to catch my breath. We'll see you in about 30 seconds.
My 32 years, I can look back at clients and realize that when I started with them in my mid-30s, I was one of many professionals in their life. But since then, their doctors retired, their attorneys retired, their ministers retired, all the key people in their life retired, but we're still there. And over time, we end up being very, very close to our clients. It's very hard to talk about your financial history without talking about your family history. We get to know it, we keep it confidential, and you can't help but begin to love these people.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, coming off of a full Hope College timeout. One more shout out to make. I got a shout out for Nate Haveman, Director of Admissions here at Hope College. One of a kind guy, was a tour guide here for 3 years. Invaluable experience, so shout out to Nate Haveman, the man, the myth, the legend. Justin Maccabee's at the free throw line. He's going to have one more free throw here. Has just been excellent tonight from the stripe, and just all around, Justin Maccabee has been an X factor for the Britons. 17 points for Maccabee. He's going to check out, as well as Cortez Garland, 2 guys with 4 fouls. So this is a strategic play by head coach Jody May. Having a bit of a conversation here. The officials are saying that maybe the Albion substitute that was coming in was not at the table at the correct time, but looks like they're going to talk it over and the Albion substitute will be able to come in. Marco Lucchesi, number 32, his first action here today. He's subbing in for Maccabee, who has 4 fouls. Thomas is going to play the 1 here. They're going to move Dykehouse off the ball. Hope down 7, needing some offense here. Halbert coming off a Bicus screen. Swing to Thomas. Thomas, top of the key. Thought about the shot potentially. Halbert does take the shot on the right wing. That one's off. Gonna have a whistle. And the foul is on number 20, Chance Crittenden. They're gonna have Crittenden holding there.
That is his second.
It's 2 fouls on Crittenden. Gonna send Eli Schoonveld to the line. Schoonveld, such an interesting and intriguing player, a guy coming out of Holland Christian High School. Ultra athletic, as those who watched the Calvin game saw, with a baseline 2-hand slam in that one. He misses the first one. Eli is 3 for 3 from the free throw line here. 3 for 4, excuse me, from the free throw line so far this year. A guy who is probably expecting to see minutes only sparingly this season, and over the last few games with the absence of Tyler George and Tanner Wiegerink has really stepped up his game. He goes over 2 from the free throw line there. 2.5 minutes remain. Albion's going to want to milk a little bit of this shot clock. Yeah, Jody May wants to talk this one over just to make sure everyone's on the same page offensively. He's going to get a full timeout there. Will Jody May. So we're going to take another quick break. Be back here in a few seconds. 2.5 minutes remaining. Albion leads by 7. Back at DeVos Fieldhouse following a full timeout by the Albion Britons. Taking a look at some stats from both these squads. The thing that really jumps out to me first is just Hope's three-point shooting. Hope's three-point shooting is something that they had really improved on in the last few games. Their production from beyond the arc. Tonight, they're 5 of 27. That's good for 18% or so. So they've gotten good looks. I'm thinking back on it, there's definitely 5 to 10 very open looks that Hope's had, and they just haven't been able to knock them in. They can change that here in the last 2.5 minutes if they're able to step up offensively and defensively and get a couple stops. It definitely does start here on the defensive end for this team against the Albion Britain squad, who's feeling very good defensively. Ken Thomas working on Bicus. Bicus is back in there. He has 4 fouls. Maccabee drives right down Main Street, and he loses the handle. He did have a little bit of space, but lost the handle there. Albion's going offense-defense here with their substitutions, meaning that they're going to sub their players with 4 fouls out when they are on defense, and then when they come back in on offense, they'll attempt to make the substitution again. Those are impact players offensively, like Cortez Garland and Justin Maccabee. Bicus catches at 9 feet on the baseline, kicks to Halbert. Halbert, wide open look, unable to hit. Those are those looks that I talked about. They've been able to get the looks and just haven't been able to knock them down. Clayton Dykehouse forced the turnover with a tip there. Thomas passes to Schoonveld and gets it back. He's working there in the paint. They're going to get a foul. I'm not sure if it's on Holmes or if it's on Armstead Wilkerson. Awkward play there as they force the turnover. That one's on Armstead Wilkerson, his third. Thomas really battling hard in there. He'll head to the free throw stripe. Thomas hits that. 20 points tonight and 8 rebounds for Evan Thomas, a guy who is essential to Hope's success on the offensive and defensive end. See if Thomas can knock this one in to cut the Albion lead to 5. He does. Really solid from the free throw line tonight. How about this? 10 for 10 for Evan Thomas from the free throw line. So Hope down by 5. We're going to get an Albion timeout here. Wisely calls timeout, does Cortez Garland. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, meaning that we're going to keep it right here. Taking a look ahead at Hope's season schedule. Face Albion here tonight on a Saturday. Wednesday, they'll take on Adrian College on the road. In my experience, that's always a game that is tough to play on the road. Long bus ride, probably longest bus ride for Hope in the MIAA conference. They'll play Wednesday at Adrian, and then Saturday be right back here at home against Alma College at 7:30. That'll be another doubleheader where the women and the men will play on the same day. Speaking of the Hope College women, #1 in the country and have won 59 straight games, 58 or 59, I can't quite remember. But they've been winning for so long that it's tough to keep track sometimes. So they won over the Albion Brands today, and what was a close first half, and they were challenged a little bit, but then able to pull away and win by over 20 points against a solid Albion women's squad. So back here, minute 47 remaining. Hope's picking up full court, trying to force another turnover. Schoonveld's going to trap the ball with Jackson Halbert. MJ Barnes nowhere to go, passes it well right out there to Armstead Wilkerson. Cortez Garland, guarded by Dykehouse. Minute and a half left. Hope is content to just have a solid defensive trip here. Want to avoid a foul, probably. It would send Albion to the line with 2 shots. Lilja guarding MJ Barnes. They're going to go back to Old Faithful here. Ken Thomas on the right baseline working on Bicus. Thomas pivots, hits McAbee at 6 feet. He can't hit. Good defensive trip for Hope there. They need a bucket. Clayton Dykehouse working off a double ball screen from Bicus and Thomas. Schoonveld tried a 3 on the left wing, and that one was short. Ken Thomas, he's handling it in the full court and kicks to Cortez Garland, who goes to MJ Barnes. Let's see if Barnes decides to attack here. Hope's going to get an intentional foul on MJ Barnes. Schoonveld takes that foul. He is upset with himself for being off the mark on the other end with the 3. It was a solid look for Hope. Schoonveld, a guy who can knock that shot in, undoubtedly, but just left that one a little bit short. That's kind of the story of the night. Hope 5 of 29 right now from three-point land. Tough to string good offensive trips together when you just can't seem to hit from beyond the long line. Albert checks in for Schoonveld. Albert, another shooter. Albion makes a substitution as well. Devin Holmes checks in. Albion leads by 6. MJ Barnes at the line. Guy who shoots 50% from the free throw line on the season and hit 2 there. Hope's going to have to move quickly. Brands lead by 7. Dykehouse pitches it to Thomas. Thomas in there to Halbert. Halbert unable to hit. Ball pinballs around. They'll say that Holmes touched it last. Hope with a chance for the baseline inbound now. Dykehouse comes off an elevator screen in front of the Duke crew. That one's off. Lilja kicks to Bicus. Bicus with an open look, and that one's off as well. Man, Hope's three-point shooting tonight has just been dismal. No other way to put it. 5 for 32 from the free throw line are the Flying Dutchmen. Very hard to win if you're 5 for 32 from the three-point line there. So Albion will hit the free throw line. You see some energy there from the Albion bench. A little bit of a chant going on. They're very excited. They love coming in here to DeVos Fieldhouse. Like I said, the Hope's biggest rival, undoubtedly Calvin, the rivalry. But for Albion, they circle this date on the calendar every year. So they love coming in here to DeVos and playing. Holmes hits a couple. Dykehouse pushes it past half court, swings to Bicus. Bicus from three-point land. That one's no good. Yeah, they're going to get Holmes on MJ Barnes on a clear out. That one fairly obvious from my vantage point. 4-7, Thomas out of bounds. I mean, it was a solid box, just a little bit extra there with a bit of a push. That's going to be 5 on MJ Barnes. MJ Barnes finishes the night with 4 points, but he's a guy who's been really, really impactful for them in a lot of other ways. Schoonveld checks in. He gets Bicus. Hedrick also checks in. Looks like Ken Thomas is going to check in for the Britons as well. Thomas hits his first. Free throw shooting hasn't been the issue for Hope today. They're 20 of 26 from the free throw line, which is just continuing their stellar free throw performance throughout the season. It's come from the long line, as I've said. Thomas goes 2 for 2, meaning he's 12 for 12 on the evening from the charity stripe. Albion gets a long pass out there to Ken Thomas. He's fouled immediately by Lilja and Dykehouse.
That is his first.
Still a 2-possession game. Ken Thomas will head to the line to try to make it a 3-possession game. Guy who shoots 70% from the free throw line on the season. He misses the first.
Number 32, Jeff
Thomas hits the second, makes it a 3-possession game as Albion leads by 7 to the Britons. Gotta believe that Hope will try for an early 3 here. Dykehouse takes it up as the clock takes down towards 15 seconds, pitches it to Bicus. Bicus kicks to Dykehouse. Hope needs a 3 here. Dykehouse tried to find Thomas on the baseline, was unable to connect with the pass, and that one's intercepted by Albion. They'll win this one. Will the Albion Britons? They come on the road and take down the first place Hope College Flying Dutchmen. They win by 7 here in DeVos Fieldhouse. Taking a look at the MIAA standings, this shakes things up. Now Hope, Trine, and Albion all tied for first place in the MIAA. Talk about a logjam. Calvin and Adrian and Olivet all are at 2-2, while the first place teams sit at 3-1 currently. So you see the two teams shaking hands here after a hard-fought battle. Albion ends up winning this one, 75-68. They are led by Ken Thomas, who had a breakout game here. 10 for 14 from the field was Ken Thomas. He finishes with 22 points. Hope College Flying Dutchmen were led by Evan Thomas. He finishes with 23 points and 8 rebounds. Hard-fought back-and-forth ball game here. The Albion College Britons get it done and take down the first place Hope College Flying Dutchmen. I'm Jordan George. It's been a pleasure to call this game with you here tonight. We'll see you a week from today as the Hope College Flying Dutchmen take on Alma Saturday, January 22nd. For everyone else here on the Hope College video broadcast team, I'm Jordan George saying good night and go Hope.